club and peace not war. President BBM must talk to ICC to return former President DUTERTE, and surely he will be the victor against all odds.
General Torres right. Police officers can arrest a criminal or a suspected criminal without the warrant of arrest in him. Former President Duterte's joke or words that he will spank the ICC if they come and arrest him. That is not wrong, because unless there isn't enough percent of the branches of the government that seek the help of the ICC, then that is only the right process that the ICC could arrest former President Duterte, so it's a great insult to himself being a former president of the Philippines, will be insulted also by it. But as I've said, it's not legal to arrest former President Duterte concerning the war on drug, because he has a full right to execute his actions about his war on drug, since it is his platform during the election, and there's only few officials who are against his drug on war, as it is those who are his adversaries, so meaning because of these former President Duterte has his full right to execute his drug on war, as the fullest sovereignty was vested on him by the government officials and by the peoples of the Philippines, so there is no such extrajudicial killings, because the law is in his hand. He has a right in how ways he will execute the death penalty. Always remember the sovereignty is with the president, all are just an assistance of the president. So in same way, since the sovereignty is with the President BBM, so he has a right to bypass the judicial competent authority, where should former President Duterte must be brought first after being arrested. Just always remember, which is superior, the sovereignty or the Constitution. If the Constitution was established through the legislative, which was also formed through the will of the leader or president, it is unintellectual to say that it is the legislative or judicial was the first to be established. In the very beginning it is the leader first to establish, then the judges, judicial, then the legislative. So if the Constitution could be changed by the legislative branch of government itself, so how could the Constitution be higher than the sovereignty? What I could say to these troubles are the consequences made by former President Duterte himself of always banging President BBM, as President BBM doing nothing against him, and continue on his patience, or as Duterte can have with his sons, of demolishing President BBM, as this trouble started when the administration sacked the ring former President Duterte's allies. That as time passed, the allies of President BBM retaliated as they accused the VP of corruption. That President BBM didn't stop them, that makes VP Sarah to join her father's and brother's war against President BBM. Though President BBM keep on thwarting such actions of his allies against the Dutertes, like of rejecting the ICC and the impeachment of VP Sarah, but the Dutertes into every which ways keep on banning him or destroying President BBM, as they include the corpse of former President Ferdinand Marcos. They are even threatening the lives of President BBM. Now all these matters occurs because of evil spirits. I would suggest us for healing in behalf of peace in our country, that may the President of the Philippines will initiate to do actions to achieve peace in the Philippines. He should talk to ICC to return former President Duterte to the Philippines. Not just a peace for the Philippines, but also for the impending war between the nations that are currently adverse or hostile to each other, as they gave warning to the ICC. If you do this, it's a great honor to you as well as to the other party if they welcome it heartfully, so it's a great honor to the Philippines. By these, certainly you are the victor against all odds. To the officials of the Philippines, try removing the political party. Ever since it is Lucifer's way, those good politicians were being influenced or forced by the bad politicians until they became bad also, for 99% the politicians will always follow that personal interest or motives of their political party or the influential politicians in it, just that their evil or selfish or personal interest or motives or desire will be fulfilled.